Welcome to another edition of The Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie. It's everything about the outdoors. Take it away, guys.
Good morning. Welcome to the Good Outdoors radio show here in Valdosta, Georgia. Man, I'm Daryl Nichols, and I'm sad to say that, well, Steve's out of town this morning. Sad to say that Ronnie Colbert's a little sick, so he won't be joining us, and Steve's out of town taking care of some business. But, man, have I got it in store for y'all. Me and Daryl Sample Jr. here sitting here with Al Dodge, the big turkey guru from South Georgia that was in a couple of weeks ago. And I'm not sure, but I think I'm glad he's back. It just depends on what he brought with him.
I'm kind of nervous. The other guys stepped out. That means I may have to do something.
Well, I don't know if I'm happy he's back.
Remember.
Oh, my God.
Remember.
Oh, no. He did bring it. Hey, we're going to, oh, Lord, help me. We're going to talk some turkeys this morning. And again, he says he's got trivia questions that he has brought, but I don't have to answer. If I'm not sure, I don't have to.
You do.
Oh, crap.
Can we plead the fifth?
Hey, we're going to have some fun, man, this morning. I tell you, I'm going to talk about a few other things first. I found on Outdoor News this morning that Indiana reported their record deer harvest in 2012. That's kind of unusual, considering the year that we had everywhere and the blue tongue deaths and all out there.
Right. Southwestern Indiana had real bad blue tongue.
Yep. But the DNR said hunters harvested 136,000 deer in 2012, breaking the record of 134,000 in 2010. So that's, in one county alone, Switzerland County, yeah, it's kind of funny, had the highest harvest at 3,500 deer. And Steuben County, which led the state for 7 years, fell to fifth with a little over 3,000. So it's it's good. It shows the conservation efforts of hunters everywhere. Say, hey, they killed and hunters being in the woods, record harvest. Man, I just that's great. I like that.
Unfortunately, I can remember my old days in Indiana on the farm when I saw my first deer track, and I went around telling everybody in the whole county I saw a deer track.
And did anybody believe you?
No.
Yeah, I didn't figure they would. There just wasn't any deer back then, were there?
None.
So you think about that. Well, let's see how many years. I don't even know if I can add how many years ago when you were little. Was that 132? Yeah, 134 years ago. No, I'm sorry. Oh, God, I didn't mean that, Al.
There you go.
He's going to get me in just a minute. But no, it shows you the conservation efforts of states and DNR officials and hunters. It shows all that. It shows everything. It's just a great thing. I can't say enough about what people do. I sure can't.
Well, the only people that don't like it is the insurance companies.
Oh, yeah, they hate it.
They hate it.
They can't stand it because, this insurance rate try to go up all the time. They try to keep the limits high for deer because of car accidents, Georgia's pretty bad. I see more and more deer on the side of the road here in this part of Georgia than I've ever seen in my life. There's more. I even hit deer, from time to time. I hit one about every other year. That's kind of unusual. Back when I was growing up, you never hit no deer down here. It's hard enough to see them, let alone hit one with a car.
Go ahead and get you a grill.
Yeah.
Cow catcher, put it on front of your truck.
I may have to because, the way I come to work now, I don't really see a lot on the interstate. I leave Lake Park, go to the interstate, get on the interstate, get off and drive right here to Black Crow, so it's not that bad. Now, afternoons it'd be worse, but you don't see them as much in the afternoons. But anyway, we got lots to talk about this morning. We got a lot of people checking in on Facebook this morning. Bubba Carden sent a message, said Thomas Gray tried a test with his Droid Razor phone last night. And he said the test failed because Thomas ran over his phone with a loaded chicken truck, 80,000 pounds of chickens. So I don't believe the phone, maybe the dirt wasn't soft enough. Maybe it was on the highway. I don't know. And then Chris Morgan, he sent us some from Bob's Place Hunting Club, I think. He sent a picture of, he said, turkey and Coke do mix. And he sent a picture of a Coke truck, an 18-wheeler truck with a turkey, head first through the windshield. That's pretty good now. I mean, he's head first through the windshield. So evidently he was flying in the wrong place at the wrong time. And Chad Everett, hey, man, you sent a message yesterday. You're back in the game. He took a couple of weeks off. He's in the military out there in the Air Force, and you're familiar with that, Al, but he tested for promotion And now he's back to work early. Looking forward to hearing the Good Outdoors. Chad, I'm glad you're listening. I hope you're listening again. I hadn't got to talk to you since you went on your last fishing trip there. So give us a call, man. Check in with us. We'll open up the phone lines in just a little bit. But we're going to have some fun this morning. Al, we're going to talk a little bit about turkey calling, right?
That's right.
Gobble, gobble.
Well, there's a lot out there right now. What do you think most of the turkeys are doing with all this rain we had? Because we had a little bit of rain, didn't we?
They're standing there with their head down. Basically just like deer do. They can't lay down. They can't get up in a tree. They just have to stand there with their head down and let the water run off.
Well, you know, these turkeys that roost along these rivers and creeks a lot, you know, a lot of times they like to roost around water. Does it change if they have if they have like a favorite tree to roost in? Will it change where the river rises like that? Will they have to move off the river, or will they fly out over the river to that tree?
They love to roost over water, period. But they're lazy. They don't like to fly far, so they'll try to get as close to the roost tree as they can. But once they're airborne, they can go out in the middle of that flooded area if they want to. Yeah, once they're airborne, they can fly a ways, you know, a long ways, can't they? A long way. But 22 pounds getting off the air is probably not that easy for them. 25 pounds sometimes. 25, yeah.
Yeah, I like the 25 pound better.
That's probably what went through that windshield, a 25 pound.
He was a big bird. It sure was. But I know that, you know, a lot of places are flooded now where the turkeys' habitat are, and they have to adapt and they have to move to places maybe they're not used to going to, right?
They pack their bags with them every day.
So they don't care.
They don't care where they end up, really.
They talk about gypsies.
A gobbler will have a favorite area, sometimes a favorite tree, but you can't count on them to be there every day.
Yeah, that's true. They do pack their bags, kind of like a bunch of gypsies. They'll just fly or just go anywhere they want to go.
Anywhere they want to go.
Before we get into it too much, I want to talk about a little event that's happening this weekend. Of course, you know we have the CAC, the Children's Advocacy Center shoot this Saturday, March 2nd, at 8, 10, and 12. Black Crow Media is going to be out there supporting this. Jim Morgan, a bunch of people from here are going to be out there. Of course, we're going to be out there with the Good Outdoors. I'll be out there, I guess, in 3 capacities. I'll be out there with CJB Industries, which is one of the title sponsors of it, of course, the company I work for. And I'll be out there with them. I'm possibly shooting in a round of it if I have time. I'll be out there with the CAC, which I do a lot of volunteering with them, trying to help get this going, put it on. The Good Outdoors will be there, so I have kind of like three roles that day, and I don't know.
Busy day.
Yeah, I don't know if I have time to shoot or not, but it's going to be worth it. It'll be fun, great cause. Y'all come out and support it. If you want to shoot, it's $100 per person or $500 for a 5-man team. And just call, send us a message on Facebook, get in touch with the Children's Advocacy Center, call Southwind Sporting Clays. John will get you in touch with Brittany, the right person to call. But another event that's happening this weekend is called the first annual Feed the Need Fun Walk. And let me see what that word says. The Second Heart is a partnership with Second Harvest Food Bank and Valdosta State University. And what it is it says, did you know that $1 provides $8 worth of meals in this? $5 feeds one child a hot meal each night for a week at Kids Cafe. So all the proceeds will be given to Second Harvest Food Bank of South Georgia. It all stays local, just like the CAC. It all stays in your local chapter. So this is a good thing. It's a good walk. You can it's at the Valdosta Middle School track, Saturday, March 2nd. Registration is 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Free T-shirt, food, music, and prizes. You can pre-register or anything. If you want to participate in this, it's 229-333-7146. And hang on just a minute. Let me get this frog out of my throat. I feel better now. But it's a good event to get you don't have to walk. You can go out there and just participate with this thing and do a little donation here and there. $5 goes a long way, as you can see. And they want to fill 10 truckloads with food is what. I don't care if you carry food out there to them. Carry canned goods, carry non-perishable items, but do something, get out there and donate. I'm going to see if I can swing by there possibly when I get through with the CAC shoot and carry a bag of canned goods or something by there and drop them off. Man, it's an awesome event, awesome thing, and just helping kids and helping everybody out. But Second Harvest Food Bank does a lot here in South Georgia. didn't know this, several years ago with CJB when Katrina came through in Louisiana down there, we did a fundraiser. And the reason I started the fundraiser there, and the reason I did was because I run into a family here local that was displaced from the flooding in Louisiana, and they were staying. I was out to eat, and they were staying here, and I could tell they seemed out of place and all this, but they had to come this far just to find a hotel to stay in. Everything else was booked up.
Oh, yeah, it was crazy during that time.
So I got together with CJB, and we done donations through payroll deduction for a month, and CJB matched it, and I challenged other companies throughout Valdosta, and I forgot we raised over $3,000 for them just in that little short time. So it was a good thing, man. I had fun doing that too. But we're going to talk a little bit about turkey hunting this morning, and got the trivia questions coming again. And I don't know, I just don't know about the trivia questions. You gonna take it easy on me?
I'll take it a little bit easier since I don't have Ronnie and Steve to pick on.
Daryl says he's going to get in on it, but I think we're going to spare him because he's not a turkey hunter.
I don't know nothing except eating them.
He's not a turkey hunter, so we're going to spare him the spoils. We might let him chime in but not shock him, because if you shock him, we won't be able to answer no phone calls.
Wow.
He might be hitting the wrong buttons over there.
The wrong buttons, right.
We're playing music up in here before you know it. Oh, man. Yeah, we're going to take a break here in just a minute, but we got a lot of rain, Al. I don't know. I think it was like 9.5 inches recorded at the Valdosta Airport. That's a lot of water. It's a whole lot of water. Yep. We're going to cool off a little bit, a little cooler this morning. We're going to get on up about 70 today. We'll cover the weather a little later on. Phone lines will be open when we get back, 229-253-0995, and we'll have a little turkey trivia questions. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be right back.
We're running out of time. We're drawing the line. This is our battle cry.
Huntin' is Good TV is an action-packed hunting show with a mission to secure our hunting heritage. Join Steve Nichols, Trey Weatherington, and Neil Armati each week as they hunt across the U.S. and Canada with pro athletes, actors, wounded warriors, kids, and regular old Joes who know hunting is good. Huntin' is Good TV airs on Pursuit Channel and is available on Dish Network Channel 240 and DirecTV Channel 604. For more info, visit huntingisgoodtv.com and follow on Facebook at facebook.com/HIG TV show. You can also use your high-speed internet connection to watch online by logging on to filmon.com at the airtimes posted on our website. And remember, hunting is good.
This is our battle cry.
There's only one place in Valdosta if you want the freshest seafood in town. It's Bubba Jack's Crab Shack at 1700 West Hill Avenue. They got wild Georgia shrimp cooked about any way you could want it. Fried, peel and eat, grilled, or buffalo style. They got a Wednesday night oyster special at $7.99 a dozen, and that ain't no mistake. $7.99 a dozen, Wednesday night only. Bring the kids with you, and if they don't eat seafood, get them some chicken tender baskets or hamburger hot dog. And do not forget to try the fresh cut, hand-dipped onion rings at Bubba Jack's Crab Shack, 1700 West Hill Avenue, Valdosta.
Crystal River Seafood on St. Augustine Road in Valdosta is a fine seafood dining experience. Folks from miles around come in to enjoy the fine seafood and friendly atmosphere Crystal River has to offer. Their friendly staff makes your dining experience one to remember, as well as one to repeat. Fish like grouper, salmon, mahi, catfish are always great choices, along with shrimp, oysters, crab cakes, and crab legs. Hey, you not in the mood for seafood? Order a juicy ribeye steak. Crystal River Seafood is open for lunch and dinner. Crystal River Seafood, 958 St. Augustine Road, Valdosta, Georgia.
Moss Trim Shop is Valdosta's oldest automotive upholstery shop. From automotive to marine upholstery to convertible and vinyl top, Moss Trim Shop can cover all your sewing needs. Locally owned and operated by Bobby Brantley, Moss Trim Shop become Valdosta's oldest and best in the upholstery business by being a dependable, service-oriented, and on-time with your project. So if you have an automotive or marine upholstery need, stop by Moss Trim Shop at 733 East Hill Avenue or give them a call at 229-242-8544.
Justamere Farm is a full boarding, training, and lesson facility conveniently located on Valdale Road in Hayhire. Justamere Farm offers a facility like no other in the area with many amenities to meet all your equine needs, whether it's riding, training, or boarding. If riding is your passion, Justamere has you covered with an indoor arena, a large lighted outdoor arena with an alleyway, a large jump course arena, a round pen for training, trails, and access to dirt roads. Private and shared lessons are available, so give Justamere Farms a call today at 229-460.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie.
Hey, welcome back to the Good Outdoors, man. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning here, man. It's kind of cool out there, but I'm about ready for some of this here turkey talk with Mr. Al Dodds. We're going to get after it this morning, and okay, what do you got first? What you want to talk about?
All right, we'll start out with some simple true-false.
Oh, God, I'm going to record my answers here. So
True-false. And we'll let you take a stab at it, or let either one of the Daryls here take a stab
The Daryl and Daryl Show, that's what this is.
Daryl and other brother Daryl. That's right. All right, starting out. A good turkey gun should have at least a 28-inch barrel with a full choke.
Y'all pray for me. A good turkey gun should have at least a 28-inch barrel. False.
That's correct.
Thank you, Lord.
Now, why do you think it's false?
Well, you can basically, I mean, I know you may not necessarily agree with this, but you can kill turkey with anything you want to. But my turkey gun does not have a 28-inch barrel. Mine was a specifically designed turkey gun, by the way, and it has a shorter barrel with extra full turkey choke, but doesn't have to have a 28-inch barrel.
No.
Okay.
The 20-inch will do just as good. The key is the choke.
The choke.
If you're like we kind of talked about the last time, if you're going to spend your money on something, spend it on the choke.
That's right.
Spend it on the choke.
You know, we kind of discussed that a little bit last time. You can kill a turkey with a 410.
That's right.
It's shot placement, you know, but the turkey choke is a very, very important part, but also knowing your limit of your shotgun and how far you can shoot with it too, right. You know, with that choke. So yeah, choke is very important.
And you have to put out that target. The best targets, of course, are the ones that have the turkey silhouette. Yep. You should start out at with the 12 gauge at 40 yards, and start shooting, and see if that choke's going to work for you. But
yeah, because also, you know, a lot of chokes, different brands of chokes make a difference too. In each shotgun, it does.
Absolutely.
So you got to find what
save your receipt.
Yeah. Yeah, save your receipt. Find out what choke works best in your shotgun and stick with it.
Right. Years ago, I liked to hunt with a Remington 1187, and a good friend of mine, he had one, and he'd bought a choke, and he said he didn't like it. So I said, well, let me try it. I tried it in my gun, and it worked fine.
Yeah, there you go.
Same shotgun.
So he
same brand.
So he gave you the choke.
He did not give it to me, the rascal.
See, that sure wasn't very nice of him, was it? He should have just gave that thing to you.
Right. All right, one more quick question to follow up on this. Any brand of shot shell will work as long as it's a 4, 5, or 6 copper plated.
False.
No.
Come on now. No, wait. To explain how it's true first.
It is true.
Why is it true?
It will work.
Oh, crap.
That's the key.
Oh, crap. Trick question. That ain't even fair.
Right.
Oh, shit.
It will work.
However. Get the beeper ready.
However. All right. I'll take it real easy on you this morning.
Oh!
Just one time.
God almighty.
Just one.
I thought you said easy. Just one. Last time it was 3.
All right. No! That hurt, and I was away from you.
Okay. That's it. Oh,
now going back to the first. Now going back to the first question, when we were talking chokes, you have to also focus in on not only the size of the shot, but the brand. Here again, it's checking that pattern, being have it consistently at whatever yard you want to do, but 40 yards is the best with 12 gauges.
Well, wait a minute. You said 4, 5, or 6. It can't be a 7 or 8. So see there, you shocked me for nothing. That's what I'm getting to. Oh, you are the boss.
That really won't work. A 7.5,
I know it's not good.
At close range could work.
I know it's not good. I'm just getting technical here because I didn't like to get shocked.
Well,
no,
if you're going to get technical, I'm going to remember that on the next time.
Never mind.
The next time
I didn't say nothing about that.
but what you need to focus on, when you buy a choke, you get a specified restriction,
right?
Like a 690 for a 12 gauge or whatever, which is pretty tight. Rule of thumb, as we talked about a little bit the last time, the tighter the choke, in other words, the tighter the restriction on the choke, the smaller of size of shot that you're most likely going to use. A real tight choke should theoretically perform at its optimum with number 6.
Okay.
You get a relatively open choke, and still here we're talking still a tight restriction. Your 4s will work best, but don't forget the 5s.
Yeah.
If you get that golden choke that'll shoot 5s, then you're in the money.
Oh yeah. Now explain that a little bit more to people out there listening. The 4, 5, and 6, the size, the amount of shot. Explain that a little bit more.
Well, the 4s, of course, are your larger size shot. The 5s are slightly smaller, and the 6s are slightly smaller. The 6s gives you a real high pellet count.
Right.
So theoretically, you're going to have more hits. The 4s have your density and weight and gives you a little more kinetic energy when it smacks him in the head. So
if you got a 4 and a 6, the difference in them are the size of the pellet. So obviously you'll have more shot in a 6 than you do a 4. You have more pellets, but you'll have more, possibly more damage with fewer pellets with a 4, depending on what your choke shoots the best.
Right.
Yeah, because of the size of them. So it makes a lot of sense. Maybe a lot of people learned a little something there.
Right.
Oh boy.
But the size of the shot is only half of the formula. The other formula is the brand of shot shell you're using. Unless, of course, you're some type of weirdo that tries to load your own turkey shot. But
never tried that before.
I don't know many people that do, but you certainly could.
Brand of shell.
Right. My 1187 loves the Federal number 4s with the what they call the flight wad.
Okay.
Which is designed to pull that wad off of the shot pretty fast. It's got little flaps,
like
if
wings.
you will, wings that come out and expand once it clears the barrel, and it slows it down, and it gets that. The wadding always has a tendency to break up your shot cone.
Right.
So that kind of pulls it off pretty quick. Winchesters, they make, of course, they make good ammo. There's, I've never found a shotgun that would really shoot the Winchesters that well, but they normally have a little higher velocity, and they have a special shell that they come out with. Well, several years ago they come out with it. It has high velocity, and what they did is they cut the ounce of shot down, which is another variable.
That's right.
That you have to look at.
Yes, sir.
I use the 2 ounce in the Federal and number 4s, and that's in a regular 3-inch Magnum. Now you can go to a 3.5 inch, and there's different schools of thought on 3.5 inches versus 3-inch. I think personally the 3-inch will do every bit as good as the other with a 2 ounce load.
Right.
If you want velocity, you can go with 1 3/4 ounces. There's always a trade-off.
Yeah, always
a trade-off. So really, when you're getting ready to go hunting, the most important thing for you to do prepping up is to buy you a good choke, find out what what size shot that ammo, or the size shot and the ammo you need to use, and then figure out what brand.
That's right.
And there's only one way to do it, and that's to sit there and let that thing punish you on the sandbag, because it will. When you shoot a turkey, it's not bad, but when you're on that trying to pattern it, it is going to light you up.
I shoot a old Mossberg when I turkey hunt, 3.5-inch Magnum,
pump,
extra full. Yes, sir.
Pumps are bad on the shoulder.
Well, that one's bad on the shoulder, period. But I shoot actually the Winchester 3.5 and 1 3/4 ounce, and that works best in that shotgun, if you believe it or not. I patterned a lot of them with it over the years, and that works best in that gun.
And what shot size? Weight?
A number 4 is 1 3/4.
And how many ounces?
1 3/4.
No, ounces of shot.
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to look. I don't remember, Al.
Right.
I mean, I don't remember exactly everything.
Because normally with the 3.5 inch, you're gaining number of shots.
Right.
In there. Your trade off is you're losing velocity.
Yeah.
The bigger that shot wad you push out there, you're going to have a little bit less velocity.
I got this thing out again last year, and had some old 3.5 number 4s, and I always buy new ones every year. That's something I do. I always do. I mean, so I had some old ones, and I got to practicing with it. Just put me a target up there, silhouette of a turkey, man, and at 40 yards, I backed off with the rangefinder 40 yards and propped up there real good, and I tore it up. Now at 50 yards, that thing drastically reduces. I mean, there's so big of a change in that one in 40 to 50 yards than one I've really ever seen.
Speaking of 50 yards and 60 yards, I certainly hope my good buddy that was my mentor is not listening this morning, because I'm going to tell everybody a little secret. The heavy shot with the blend in different shot sizes will give you another 10. Good.
Really?
10. Another 10 yards.
Wow.
If your gun will shoot it.
If you're going to shoot it. My
1187 loves it.
Mine just won't do it.
And my checkbook hates it.
Guarantee you. Hey, we got to take another break here. We're going to come back with some more turkey talk here in just a few minutes. Thanks for listening, everybody. Everyone knows that Eagle Auto Repair in Lake Park, Georgia is the best place to get your vehicle back in shape and keep it there. But did you know they're also a certified U-Haul provider? That's right. If you are moving somewhere or pulling a car or truck and need help, Eagle Auto Repair can hook you up. No matter if it's local or long distance, we've got you covered. Might as well leave your car for service while you move. That's multitasking. Eagle Auto Repair, 321 Lakes Boulevard in beautiful Lake Park, Georgia. Stop by or give Ronnie a call at 229-559-1999.
SWAT Graphics, located at 300 South Toombs Street, is the area's #1 graphic design service company. Specializing in graphic banners, stickers, signs, and design, SWAT Graphics can help from concept to completion. If you have a design idea for a company logo, SWAT Graphics can bring it to reality. Maybe you have a logo and just need it placed on a sign, sticker, or banner. Whatever the case, stop by SWAT Graphics at 300 South Toombs Street, Valdosta, or give them a call at 241-9185. SWAT Graphics, proud sponsor of the Good Outdoors.
So you need a car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Midway Auto Emporium at 4189 Bemis Road, Valdosta, Georgia. Cameron and Melissa Tucker has been serving the Valdosta area for over 7 years now. They are a family-owned and operated local business with hometown values and still believe in handshake deals. With a great selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, with a Carfax report on every one of them, along with bank financing at all credit levels and interest rates as low as 1.85% with approved credit. 4189 Bemis Road, or visit their website at midwayautoemporium.com.
Attention Outdoor Nation. Adel Outfitters, located at exit 39 on I-75 in Adel, Georgia, has over 18,000 square feet of outdoor unbelievability just waiting on you. Specializing in a wide range of outdoor supplies for everyone, including hunting, fishing, shooting, kayaking, camping, Little League, clothing, knives, boots, you name it, Adel Outfitters has it. They also have that personal one-on-one attention that you just might not be getting from some of the big boxes, and Adel Outfitters has a whole lot less overhead, so you'll be surprised at the deals. So come see us now at Adel Outfitters, exit 39, Adel, Georgia.
Brigman & Brigman Cabinets in Hayhira, Georgia specializes in custom-built cabinets. You can come in and sit down with our staff and start from scratch to develop the perfect cabinet layout, or bring in your plans and start there. From design to installation, Brigman & Brigman can help you every step of the way. Estimates are always free, and your satisfaction is our goal. Whether it's a remodel, a spec house, or your custom-built dream home. Give Brigman & Brigman Cabinets in Hayhira a call at 229-794-2108 to set up an appointment.
It's that time of year. People everywhere will be scrambling to find somebody to take care of filing their taxes. Fast Tax and Bookkeeping at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q has a quick turnaround time and the knowledge to prepare your taxes properly, making sure you are getting what's due. With $25 1040 EZ filings, electronic refunds in a flash, military and college student discounts, and fast and friendly service, drop by and see Lisa Griffiths and the gang at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q, or give them a call at 229-253-0181 to schedule an appointment.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie.
Welcome back to the Good Outdoors here on a wonderful Wednesday, man. I tell you what, we got it going on. We got some turkey talk going on this morning with Mr. Al Dodds, and we're covering some shot size and different things with some turkey trivia and patterning your shotgun and different chokes to use and what type of gun. So I think we're going to get back in it and let Al talk a little more. And what you got to say now? Another question?
Another question.
Oh, crap.
Okay,
here we go.
Here we go.
Pray for me again, guys. And I thought I knew something about turkey hunting.
A clean shotgun bore normally shoots a tighter pattern. True or false?
Wow. I don't. No, it's time.
I know. I guess I would guess.
This is Daryl.
I would say you would want to clean it because the cleaner is going to make it nice and I don't know, come out the barrel easier.
In other words, that means true.
Are you saying true?
Yes.
You're absolutely correct.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
That was like a trick question. Well, you had me off guard.
I kind of come down to it. I think that's what a clean gun fires better.
Right.
I know what you want to clean it with, some Deaton's Deep Clean.
Exactly. DDC.
Whoa. Explain that for me. Thank you, Daryl.
My Remington 1187 the first time I'd get it out and pattern it for the year, I'd get a good pattern. And then I noticed later on, if I, for whatever reason, wanted to shoot it again in the paper, it didn't seem like it was as good. And it suddenly dawned on me that my shotgun likes a clean barrel. And so I set out to prove it, and I did prove it. It actually shot a better pattern when it's clean.
Nice and smooth. It comes out no restriction.
So what I do now is I carry a bore snake with me in my toolbox, drop it down there and put a little DDC on it and wipe it right through there. And the great thing about the DDC is it not only is it the best gun cleaner on the market, it also has a lubricant. It's a CLP, right. And they have it at T3.
Oh, so, good deal.
So stop by there and get you some. It will actually clean any firearm much better than anything on the market. It's a good copper remover. It'll take out the plastic residual in your shotgun barrel, and it also gets on the carbon. Okay. And a lot of people don't realize it, but your gun bore has buildups in layers.
Right.
And sometimes it might, for a gun that's been shot a lot, including shotguns, it might take 2 or 3 cleanings to get out each layer. But I'll guarantee you use the DDC, and it will get it back to like new.
And the other thing is keeping it up.
That's something I really have. I'm guilty of never really checking with my shotgun to see if it likes a clean bore compared to an old bore. And I have cleaned it, but I've never really checked that. So I need to see that. I need to check that out.
Every little thing that gives you an edge is something that you want to pay attention to.
You sure do, especially turkey hunting.
And if you're lazy and you don't want to clean your shotgun, you're probably going to do okay.
Yeah, you probably will. But I don't know. I had never thought of. That's something I've got to check on mine too. I'll have to do that.
That's the best thing to do. Is like we talked about before. Pattern.
I will check that.
You're talking guns.
I'll check that next
turkey
weekend.
Guns. You're talking pattern.
I will check that out next weekend for sure, and be sure before I go turkey hunting. I hadn't thought about that. Okay.
All right.
Next question.
Shifting gears.
Oh boy.
We're going to go into a little bit of turkey talk. First question. Only a hen turkey yelps, so you'll be generally successful using the yelp.
Only a hen turkey yelps.
I better get this zapper ready.
Well, I'm thinking here for just a minute here. You got me all flustered and everything.
I can't help you on that one.
You need a lifeline?
All I can help you with is I know the turkey makes a gobble sound. That's all I know.
I would say the yelp is only used by the hen.
False.
Oh, come on now. No.
That's two of them. That's two of them because
Lord, what is this? Every time I miss one, so that's two questions I miss, that's two. If I miss another one, I get three.
You cannot call yourself a turkey hunter if you think that only a hen yelps.
And I thought he was good at calling.
Well, I am, but I don't know everything in the world.
Right.
Good God.
Gobblers yelp. Jakes yelp.
They just don't yelp much, do they?
They'll yelp a lot of times as much as a hen. The jakes will.
I just thought I knew something about turkey hunting. God almighty. I know we're going to spend all this turkey season. I'm going to cancel every appointment I got, and I'm going to get up under your wing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to learn a little bit more.
But the biggest thing about learning how to use the yelp call, be it a box call, a glass call, or a slate or a box mouth call, whatever, is the cadence. Most people, when they first start out, that's the biggest mistake they make once they get past getting their shotgun tuned in, is using the proper cadence.
Well, how about showing us a proper, or demonstrating a proper yelp there? I saw Daryl Sample was over there playing with your turkey call, and he's about to get his arms cut off.
All right, let's see if we can hear this. All right, now listen to this.
Okay.
That most likely is a jake because of the cadence. When you're trying to, in the springtime, when you're trying to mimic a hen, calling to a gobbler, you got to have that rapid cadence, but not too rapid. I've heard people do this.
Yeah, that's way too fast.
Right, it's a cadence. It's
sounds good, real good.
And that's just using a glass slate. So here again.
What would that gobbler do? Will he be like the jake, just slower and slower?
I guess I shouldn't tell people this. But I learned by mistake one time that one of the tricks of calling in a hung up gobbler is when you've been doing your hen yelping and whatever, and you hear him respond off in the distance. If you give him a jake yelp or a rough, slow cut, you know what goes through his little bird brain?
Oh yeah, he's saying
there's somebody over there messing with my baby.
He's gonna come.
Yeah, he's seen a silhouette on the on the shade.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get ticked off.
And I have busted them many times and brought them in just by doing a slow yelp or using my box call, doing a real slow half yelp, half cut.
Okay.
And the terminology's there. You know, if you haven't hunted turkeys much, it might confuse you, but we'll get into some of that in a minute.
I'm learning a lot, but I defer the next question to Daryl or either the Wall or somebody else. I ain't getting shot no more.
All right, next question.
Okay, let's try it.
A hen cluck and a putt call sound very similar, so don't worry about the difference.
All right, Daryl.
I'm going to say that's false.
It
doesn't sound like anything's going to be the same.
You're absolutely
I ain't
right.
taking no more chances.
Right. I personally don't ever use a cluck because it sounds almost like a putt. And basically, a putt, which is a real short, sharp sound is an alarm sound.
And usually that turkey's head's up, like wouldn't work. I just heard something.
Right.
So
If I'm on a putt, I'll do it in a series.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's the closest to a cluck I ever get. Don't ever do a single one.
That's right.
Unless you want him to pop his head up coming out of the strut.
Exactly right. Yeah,
that will get his attention immediately.
I've seen it so many times, sitting there watching, a couple of hens or something in the woods, and they're just easing along, having fun, picking up a grasshopper here and there, looking around, and all of a sudden you hear that one putt, and all of them's heads are up straight in the air looking around.
Oh, yeah.
So they know something's wrong, they heard something, they seen something, and I said, oh, my God, it's time to go. What's going on? But, yeah, that putt's the last thing you want to hear when you've got turkeys coming to you.
That's
it's an alarm sound,
Right.
Plain and simple. Thank you, Darryl.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people think with white-tailed deer that a snort, as they call it, is an alarm sound.
And that's the furthest thing from
Not
the truth.
necessarily.
Furthest thing from the truth. That's a communication, by the way. We'll have to get into that another time, though.
That gets into secrets there.
It sure does. And we ain't gonna get none of them out. Not even during deer season. If he comes back to the show, we are giving none of them out.
All right, next question.
Are we on calls still? On types of calls? Is that what we on?
We're still on calls.
Okay.
Use of a gobble call is good if you want to call in hens to bring the gobbler with them.
Okay. Repeat that question one more time.
Use of a gobble call is good if you want to call in hens to bring the gobbler with them.
If you want to call in hens to bring the gobbler with them.
All right.
Well, see, there's some trick question going on
Very
here.
tricky.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna have to think about this one for just a minute. Yeah, we're gonna think about this in just a minute. We're gonna take a break right quick. We'll come back with some more stuff here on the Good Outdoors. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Woo-wee! Sweet Tea Smokehouse on South Hutchinson Avenue, Adel is the bomb. You ain't had good old South Georgia barbecue if you ain't been to Sweet Tea Smokehouse. Ribs, chicken, pork, beef, good grief, this is some fine eating. And it ain't called Sweet Teas for nothing. Ice cold sweet tea and good old barbecue plate with all the trimmings is what living in the South is all about. Head up Highway 41 north towards Adel. Swing into Sweet Tea Smokehouse for lunch or dinner. Great southern barbecue like it's supposed to be. And don't forget some of that fine Brunswick stew. Woo-wee!
So, Dawson, is Dad so ill about you calling him out on his shooting ability?
I don't think so, but I have seen him on the range a lot more lately.
Dad always says practice makes perfect.
That's what he says, but I don't think it works for adults.
Why do you say that?
Well, from the look of the scorecard, it's making it worse.
Dawson, bring me some more shotgun shells.
Okay, Dad.
If you need some practice, come by Southwind Clays and Quail on the Quitman Highway just past the river headed towards Quitman. With a top-notch clubhouse, a 5-stand, sporting clays range, as well as a rifle and pistol range, Southwind has what you need to succeed. World-class quail hunting is also available with some of the finest bird dogs around.
Dad sure shoots a lot.
Yeah, if he keeps this up, Mom's gonna be mad.
Why is that?
Because he's spending all Mom's shopping money on shotgun shells.
Here we go again. Every time there's a food plot to be planted, Daryl's nowhere to be found. You see him, Ronnie?
He's probably in the truck eating a dang sandwich.
I'm sitting right here by this tree and they don't even see me.
Man, that Realtree AP was designed to blend hunters with their surroundings, not hide them when it's time to work.
I'm so hidden the scooters can't even find me.
Okay, Daryl, come on. We got to get this stuff planted.
What's that? Hey, stop it.
Realtree. It's so real, a coyote might pee on it.
Serves you right, you slacker.
Service. It's a very simple word, but you'd think it's French. At Deep South Sanitation, our service will never be questioned. We are there when we say we'll be there. If there's a couple extra bags by the can, we pick it up. Deep South Sanitation don't care if the lid won't close. All the more reason to dump it. If you're elderly or disabled, the Deep South Sanitation team will get your can, dump it, and put it back. If trash blew out, we don't leave it, we pick it up. Keep the money you pay for sanitation services local by supporting Deep South Sanitation, a locally owned business. Call Carrie Scarborough today at Deep South Sanitation, 229-559-0200.
So you need a car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Midway Auto Emporium at 4189 Bemis Road, Valdosta, Georgia. Cameron and Melissa Tucker has been serving the Valdosta area for over 7 years now. They are a family-owned and operated local business with hometown values and still believe in handshake deals. With a great selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, with a Carfax report on every one of them, along with bank financing at all credit levels and interest rates as low as 1.85% with approved credit. 4189 Bemis Road, or visit their website at midwayautoemporium.com.
You're listening to The Good Outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun.
All right, we're back on The Good Outdoors with some turkey talking trivia, and we may have a giveaway or two coming up here to people that are listening that might answer a question correct.
Can we give away a shock?
Yeah, we can give away a shock, all of them you want. We're going to ask this question one more time here, Al, and I'm going to see. I'm confused. I know there's some trickery here. So go ahead with it one more time.
Okay. Use of a gobble call, and there's different types of calls out there, plastic tubes, some box calls that are double-sided, that type of thing. That use of that kind of call is good if you want to call in hens to bring the gobbler with them.
I'm going to say false.
Okay, you're right.
Oh, thank God. Now, I just guessed totally, so you got to explain that one to me.
Right. Main focus here is you use a gobble call sparingly. You use a gobble call only in a sequence with other calls, and of course, if you're hunting in the public area, don't even take it with you. No. Don't even take it with you. But the gobble call can sometimes work on that proverbial hung up bird. And especially if you're using a Jake yelp, slow yelp or cut, and use especially a tube gobble call. They're not very lifelike and whatever. They don't sound like a mature gobble roll, as we call it. It'll make him think that there's an immature Jake in there,
and he'll want to come in there and say, "Hey, get away from my women."
He puts on his boxing gloves and takes off the covers on his spurs, and he comes in there like Conway Twitty. "Hello, darling, I'm here."
Whoa, man! No, that makes a lot of sense. I've heard and read over the years, like we were talking during the break, that a gobbler will a hung up gobbler, or a dominant, more like a dominant gobbler, will come into a gobble call a lot of times. And as I was discussing with you, the only time I ever use my gobble call, and I guess I've been using it wrong all these years, is if I'm in the woods and there's nothing happening, and there's nothing going on. I have no hens around. I hadn't found any. No turkeys are gobbling. It's just that time of year, and I'll gobble just one time. And I'm telling you, it has worked. It has struck a chord in a gobbler and let him gobble back. Now, I've never killed one.
Blind hog finds an acorn once in a while.
Every once in a while. But it hasn't worked a lot. But it has worked once or twice.
Right.
But it's more like a shock gobble, I guess. It makes a bird gobble back, and it could have been a Jake gobble. But they never have continued to gobble, and they never have called one in from it. So,
yeah.
Good points.
Barred owl works much better.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we got a call coming in. Let's see who it is. Good morning, caller. You on the air? Hello. I guess they didn't. Anybody there? Try back. Hey, give us a call. Phone lines are open, 229-253-0995. We're talking some good turkey hunting calls and techniques and shotguns this morning with Mr. Al Dodds here. He's been gracious enough to come in and talk about it again. And Wanda Stone asked a few minutes ago if Lowndes County schools are closing. I have no idea. Do y'all know?
I have not heard.
We'll
see if we can find something out.
Yeah, let Daryl get on that and see. But I have not heard. If anybody out there knows that the schools are closed or open today, give us a call, 229-253-0995. We'll get back to some turkey hunting here. We got another question?
All right.
Wait a minute. We got a call. Let's take it again.
Okay.
Good morning. Good morning, caller. Good morning, caller. You on the air?
Yeah, I got a question about the Drake. When does he not become a Drake again? What age?
A Jake?
A Jake.
Yeah, a Jake, I mean.
Probably his second year of life, he'll be able to give what we call a full roll gobble. I've seen a few Jakes that can give a full roll gobble. Normally you can judge it by beard length and thickness. A 2-year-old bird can have 8 to 9, sometimes even a 10-inch, but we call them pencil beards. They got a real small diameter beard. The gobblers, the boss birds as we call them, they should have a thick, what we call paintbrush beard. So you can differentiate them that way. But jakes are real stupid, real young, and they will come in to call, especially early in the season.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was wondering. I see a bunch of turkeys coming out of Thomasville in Thomas County and Quitman there in them big old pastures with that green grass, and there'll be 15, 20 feet at them fields. I reckon the water's got them run out or whatever. But anyway, I appreciate it.
All right, man.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, that was a pretty good question, because a lot of people don't know that. I'm like you. I've seen, 2-year-old birds. 2-year-old birds are usually your easy or most common, I think, birds that you kill. That are killed 2-year-old bird.
Yes.
They're kind of still dumb. They're not quite, as smart as they need to be. You get hunting a 5-year-old bird, and you got something quite something to hunt there, don't you?
That's true.
All right, let's have another question.
All right. Use of a purr call and or scratching leaves will work in most situations.
Use of a purr call,
right,
or scratching leaves.
Right. A purr. A purr.
I agree 100%. I say true.
Yes.
And the reason I say that is your purr call is your relaxed call.
That's right.
It shows that a turkey's at ease.
Right. They're at ease, they're content.
And they're scratching.
And sometimes just scratching the leaves alone.
Oh yeah.
Will be very effective.
Very, very. I've seen that time and time again, and used that time and time again about it. So
little secret about scratching leaves. 3 pings only.
3 pings only. What do you mean?
3 scratches.
Okay.
That hen, when she scratches, she's just like a chicken. She'll go scratch, scratch, scratch. Don't sit there and go scratch, 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 scratch. It's 3 pings.
She's got to have time to peck when she scratches.
That's right. That's why she's scratching.
Scratching, she ain't gonna peck none.
Right. She's stopping to look, see what she's uncovered.
Ooh, okay, Robert McGinn says the school system is back in today. So thank you, Robert. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate the help there. So Wanda, if you are still listening, yes, I believe schools are in today.
Yeah, I got that. I've seen Lowndes, but I have not seen anybody else.
Okay, so Lowndes is back in. All right. Hey, that's a pretty good one. I love the scratching leaves thing. I didn't know that until about 10 years ago when I was turkey hunting, and I was sitting there and had a gobbler hung up about 80 yards. He wouldn't come in, and actually had never read it, never heard it, never studied on it. It's been around for years, and actually shifted around because I was in a position, that the turkey really couldn't see me. I shifted around and I was watching, and actually it wasn't me. It was Daddy shifted around. It was turkey hunting with Daddy. He shifted in the leaves right there. I watched that turkey. I was watching the whole time, and his head perked up, and he heard it, and here he come. Right. It just that last little bit to make him commit.
Right.
That was pretty good.
Yeah,
I like that.
They're a social animal, and the hens especially flock up.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of their defense mechanisms. More eyes and whatever, just herd animals.
Oh yeah.
All right. One quick question here, and we won't dwell on this very much, but it's important. Use of the kiki call is effective in calling in flocks of hens. True, false?
Calling in flocks of hens. Daryl, this is yours.
I wasn't paying attention.
We're talking spring hunting. Use of the kiki call is effective in calling in a flock of hens.
I'm going to say false.
That's correct.
The
kiki call should not be used during the springtime for the most part.
Yeah, because it's more or less calling to get them together. The hens calling to get together.
Right. They use it in areas and states that they allow fall hunting. A lot of times what they'll do is they'll bust up a flock and then use the kiki call as an assembly call. There's only one time that I really like using the kiki call.
When is that?
And that's, you just about have to have a mouth call to do it. If you get a big boss bird come in and he's in full strut and he's turning around and he's got that head tucked in, you do a kiki and watch what that head does.
He gonna stick it up, ain't he?
Pops it up. Yeah, it works very well that way.
You know, you brought up a good point about hunting fall birds the way they do, especially in the northern states where they have a fall season. I've seen in magazines and seen on TV they actually have dogs running and bust these flocks up when they're flocked together.
Right.
They'll run in there and bust them flocks up, and then they'll start hunting these birds, and that's pretty good. Pretty good tips there, man. We're gonna have a couple of giveaways, I think, right here after the 5:30 hour, and I'm glad I ain't got shocked anymore yet.
Okay.
Okay, here comes another. What we on now?
One more. Turkeys are on the day shift and feed all day long so you can hunt all day successfully. True, false, mostly true, mostly false.
Turkeys are on the day shift so you can hunt all day successfully. I'm probably gonna get shot again, but I've got to say true.
It's mostly true.
Mostly true. I mean, I've hunted birds in the morning. I've hunted birds in the evening. I've hunted them coming from the roost. I've hunted them going to the roost.
What's the worst time during the day to hunt them?
To me?
Right.
Well, to me, the worst time to hunt them that I have the least success is actually, are you saying morning, midday, and evening?
Right.
And breaking it up in them three? Usually to me, evening is the worst time. For me. Yeah. For me hunting anyway. What do you think?
I guess I ought to shock you.
No. You asked me my opinion now. That wasn't a question. No, you just asked my opinion. Come on. Give me a break here. I done been shocked twice. I can't. Three, dude, I got to go back to the house before I go to work and clean my...
If you're going to give an opinion, make it right.
God almighty. Well, it's my opinion. That don't mean it's right. Oh, Jesus. I quit. Y'all can have this. I'm done. Good Lord. What? Explain yourself.
Normally the worst time to hunt them is like from noon to 2 or 3 in the afternoon. They have a tendency to just kind of take a siesta called nooning during the middle of the day. They're not real active. Doesn't mean there's not a few out there moving around, but normally that's not a good time. Well, evenings can be decent, not necessarily good.
Well, I got something to say about that. Opinions are like butts. Everybody has a different one. Some people stink. Okay. Anyway, anyway, thanks for listening to Good Outdoors. We're going to take a break.
It's that time of year. People everywhere will be scrambling to find somebody to take care of filing their taxes. Fast Tax and Bookkeeping at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q has a quick turnaround time and the knowledge to prepare your taxes properly, making sure you are getting what's due. With $25 1040 EZ filings, electronic refunds in a flash, military and college student discounts, and fast and friendly service, drop by and see Lisa Griffiths and the gang at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q, or give them a call at 229-253-0181 to schedule an appointment.
White Brothers Auto Supply is South Georgia's auto parts headquarters, located at 1106 West Hill Avenue in Valdosta, Georgia. White Brothers can cover the smallest auto part need right up to a replacement engine or transmission. Serving Valdosta with an enormous auto parts inventory, you can rest assured that White Brothers has what you need, no matter if you're a do-it-yourselfer or an automotive professional. White Brothers has the right part at the right price. Stop by 1106 West Hill Avenue in Valdosta or call 229-244-8773 for all your auto part needs.
That Austin's is the best in town. That Austin's make you come on down. I don't think I can even wait. Those steaks are hand-cut fresh every day. Steaks and seafood put you in a good mood. I can't wait to get my hands on that food, 'cause that Austin's is all mine. And you know there's one thing I got to say, I love my Austin steak.
We're talking 100% aged, Midwestern, grain-fed beef. When you want steak, Austin's Cattle Company. It's where a steak lover goes to get a real cut of steak. Log on, check them out on the website, austinscattlecompany.com, or better yet, just stop by, exit 16 off of I-75. Austin's, it's an addiction you never have to quit.
I can't wait to get my hands on that food.
Everyone knows that Eagle Auto Repair in Lake Park, Georgia is the best place to get your vehicle back in shape and keep it there. But did you know they're also a certified U-Haul provider? That's right. If you are moving somewhere or pulling a car or truck and need help, Eagle Auto Repair can hook you up. No matter if it's local or long distance, we've got you covered. Might as well leave your car for service while you move. That's multitasking. Eagle Auto Repair, 321 Lakes Boulevard in beautiful Lake Park, Georgia. Stop by or give Ronnie a call at 229-559-1999.
Attention Outdoor Nation. Adel Outfitters, located at exit 39 on I-75 in Adel, Georgia, has over 18,000 square feet of outdoor unbelievability just waiting on you. Specializing in a wide range of outdoor supplies for everyone, including hunting, fishing, shooting, kayaking, camping, Little League, clothing, knives, boots, you name it, Adel Outfitters has it. They also have that personal one-on-one attention that you just might not be getting from some of the big boxes, and Adel Outfitters has a whole lot less overhead, so you'll be surprised at the deals. So come see us now at Adel Outfitters, exit 39, Adel, Georgia.
You're listening to The Good Outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun.
Hey, welcome back to The Good Outdoors this morning here, man. We're having some turkey hunting trivia and some gaining a lot of knowledge and learning that, dude, I don't know what the heck I'm doing when it comes to turkey hunting, I guess.
You have a lot to learn. You were telling me that you were an expert.
Well, no, I didn't say I was an expert. I never said expert. I said that I considered myself to be pretty good because I had a pretty good record. But
yeah, I'm not an expert either, and I've never met one.
No, never have, and probably I never will. Right. I never will meet an expert when it comes to turkey, and I don't believe there's one out there anywhere.
Well, I'm hoping that if I live long enough, someday I'll meet they, because what they say.
What they say. That's pretty good. Hey, I think we need to do a giveaway, Al. What do you think?
That's great.
I think we're going to give away a Good Outdoors T-shirt and maybe a bottle of One Sauce.
A bottle of One Sauce.
And you're going to have to pick. Now, I'm going to get this straight with everybody right now. You have to pick this up. The T-shirt tomorrow at Black Crow Media. The One Sauce you can go buy T3 Outdoors. Is that correct?
That's correct.
You can go buy T3 Outdoors today if you want to and pick up your One Sauce. But tomorrow you can pick up your shirt here at Black Crow Media. All right, so we're going to do the first caller that gets this question correct.
That's correct.
All right, Mr. Al, let's have a question.
A wet spring, such as we might be having right now, is normally good for a high survival rate. In other words, a higher poult count, as the natural resources.
Why can't I have these questions?
But really? Anyway, call us in.
True or false?
Call in.
True or false? 229-253-0995. Well, got a call coming in already. Let's see. Good morning. You on The Good Outdoors. How you doing?
Hey, good morning. It's Chad. What's going on?
Hey, Chad. What's up, man? You got an answer to this here question?
I got to say true.
He's going to say true.
He's going to say true.
He said wet spring. Chad, you probably need to call back.
You need to call back.
Call back, Chad.
Okay. Unfortunately, the next caller is going to be educated.
Good morning, caller. You're on The Good Outdoors.
How you doing? Say false?
He's going to say false.
That's right.
That is correct. That is correct. And
yeah.
What?
Wet.
Well, let me thank the first caller.
That's right. But unfortunately, a wet spring is real tough on the small turkeys. When they first hatch, they don't really have feather protection. They're kind of downy. A brief rain shower, they can get under their mother's wings, so to speak, and be sheltered. But these long drizzling rains, like we just had in the last 2 or 3 days, that just takes them out.
Yeah. Hey, who we got on the line here?
Out there where I'm hunting.
Who we got here on the line?
Pete Gaines.
Say again.
Pete
Gaines. Okay.
Yep. All right.
You can get your bottle of One Sauce today at T3 Outdoors and come by Black Crow Media here in Valdosta tomorrow and pick up your T-shirt.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. for the T-shirt to be tomorrow. Today you can get anytime today or tomorrow you can go out T3 Outdoors. I have to bring the T-shirt back tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
All right, appreciate you calling. Hey, what size shirt? What size shirt you need?
Large.
Large shirt. All right, Pete, we'll get you one tomorrow. Have a good one, man. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, man.
I want to know why I can't get these easier questions like that. I mean, what's the deal here? You don't like me, do you?
I wanted to give away a bottle of sauce.
Yeah, but you could have gave them a hard one. Chad, if you're going to Moody right now, dude, you got to turn around and come back and get your shock. How about that? Let's take this call, Daryl. Good morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors.
How about it, Daryl?
What's up, Peg?
Hey, it's all hanging like an old rusty hook waiting on a nibble.
I guarantee if it's been outdoors, it's rusty right now. It's all that water out there.
You ain't lying, but I can tell you one thing.
What's that?
If your cork don't bob, you just have to change your bait.
That's right, man. That's right.
I don't know Mr. Al personally, but I have gained a world of knowledge on these two sessions that y'all have let him in on.
I have too. I've gained a lot too. I've learned a lot from him.
That's the good thing about the Good Outdoors.
Right.
It's good if you use it. If you don't, you might as well chunk it out the window.
Yeah, Daryl had to pay me dearly to come in here and do that.
Oh, good God, yeah.
And I believe somebody asked me here at work the other day, said, Peg, did you ever get your shirt and your bottle of one sauce? And I ain't gonna lie about it, I hadn't had a chance to go by. I've been pretty busy.
Okay.
But do you remember me winning my bottle of one sauce?
I sure do.
And my shirt?
Yep. I sure do.
I'm gonna get my.
And you wanted a large, didn't you? I thought I left
see, there you did remember. You did remember, and that's just another reason I love y'all.
Hey, I tell you what, man, your shirt is here. I did bring it, so it is here, and you just go by T3 and get you one sauce.
Okay, well, do I have to come? But can I come by early in the morning and see y'all?
Yeah, come on by. Anytime you want to come by, you know where we're at. Come on by and get it. You can come by on your way to work. It's already here.
Judd and them knows I got a bottle of one sauce.
Yep, Judd and them know. We'll make sure that they know again today that you have one and Pete Gaines has one.
All right, sounds good, buddy. Matter of fact, one of my guys, I got more a bunch of wonderful friends and employees that I work with. And, man, they are listening to the program, which makes me happy.
Yeah, man, me too.
Lets me know that everybody is excited about it, man. I mean, I think y'all should go world nationwide.
World nationwide. We're gonna try to do it, man. We launching out. We starting at 4 o'clock Monday, as a matter of fact, 4 a.m. Because in April 1st we're gonna start airing in Waycross, Brunswick, Savannah, and Macon, and possibly Tallahassee. So.
Well, I guess Ronnie and Stevie let you down this morning.
No, they didn't let me down. Now Ronnie was sick. Steve's out of town. He's taking care of some business for the Good Outdoors.
If
so they
Ronnie's sick, I'm gonna forgive him because I actually had to take my girlfriend to the emergency room. She got that I don't know what that stuff is. I call it the Bobon-Ghana disease.
I'm not even going to ask about that.
We'll talk about that when we're off the line.
That's right, brother. That's right.
But I did. I was up with her at the emergency room from 6 o'clock till about 10 last night, and they was trying to get her to quit chunking and all that other stuff.
That's what Ronnie had, too. So our prayers will be with her, man. Get her better.
Hey, I'm just thankful I ain't got it. As a matter of fact, I told her from the doorway, I love you, smack, 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 and I'm going to the couch.
I hear you, man. Hey, we appreciate you calling. Come on by tomorrow morning if you want to and get your shirt.
I'll make it happen tomorrow, brother. I love y'all, and y'all take care.
Love you back, brother. Hey, go ahead. We got another call coming. Let's go ahead and catch it. Good morning, caller. You want to go outdoors?
Yeah. I live over in Bacon County, and I try to listen to your shows when I can. But I think the business of the tasing, that's sort of sadistic. The teachers in school, they don't even have a right to punish the students if they do something wrong. The parents, they don't even get to punish their children if they do something wrong without being caught in child abuse. It's taken a little bit too far.
Well, it's just all that. It's just all in fun. I mean, we're just having fun up in here. It's nothing meant by it at all, but we appreciate your thoughts and your opinions, and thanks for listening every day.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much. We got another call. Let's take it right quick. Good morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Got a quick question for Mr. Al there, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you probably know it. Do hens have beards?
Well, I've personally never killed a hen with a beard.
I hope not.
But yes, they can have beards, and if you see a beard, then it becomes a legal bird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
from the way I understand it. Yes,
I got it for a place up in Lafayette, Alabama, for a couple of years called Rock Fence, and I took a client from Dallas, Texas, and I had a gobbler and 2 hens coming, and he shot the hen because he saw the beard.
Hey, I tell you what, I was in Texas several years ago, and in video, and it had a flock of birds come through, and I guarantee you, it was filming for the Backwoods Live TV. They got the footage, and I guarantee you there was 200 birds in this flock, and there were several bearded hens coming through this flock. And I got it all on several. And in Texas, they really encourage you to shoot them because it is becoming more of an epidemic out there with them. They encourage you to shoot them. But I was deer hunting. But I'm telling you, it was like you were in a chicken house. The way it sounded when they come by this stand, there was over 200 birds in this one flock. Now, it was crazy. The craziest thing I've ever seen. But I got it videoed, plain as day, several bearded hens in that flock.
I've seen them. I've seen several of them. But, yes, they do. I just didn't think very many people would know what it was.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
true.
Yes, sir.
Most people don't.
Hey, we appreciate you calling and listening, man.
All right, thanks a lot, man.
Thanks. Oh, yeah. I tell you what, man, a bearded hen is something. And is it actually legal in the state of Georgia? Do they become legal to shoot if
from what I understand? I'm not absolutely sure because, like I say, I don't think I would shoot one anyway. But it makes common sense that it should become a legal bird because that's basically what you're looking for.
That's right. That's one of the identifications.
But the best thing to look for is some type of red on the head for jakes, and then of course a gobbler, he's going to have a neon white head up there.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, I know in Texas for a fact that it is legal to shoot a bearded hen. They encourage you to do it.
All right.
They sure do. Great calls this morning, and we got another break here coming up in just a minute. We'll go ahead and hit to it right quick, man. We appreciate everybody listening out there and appreciate your thoughts this morning, and we'll be right back in just a few minutes, guys.
The grill might be in storage, but that's what campfires are for. And the backyard party is on hiatus, but that's because everyone is tailgating. Only the seasons change, tastes don't, and when you've got Bud Light Lime, you don't need summer to have a good time. It's the superior drinkability of Bud Light with a splash of 100% natural lime flavor. Look for a Bud Light Lime and find your summer state of mind anytime. It's in the lime. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Lime flavored beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
So, Dawson, is Dad still ill about you calling him out on his shooting ability?
I don't think so, but I have seen him on the range a lot more lately.
Dad always says practice makes perfect.
That's what he says, but I don't think it works for adults.
Why do you say that?
Well, from the look of the scorecard, it's making it worse.
Dawson, bring me some more shotgun shells.
Okay, Dad.
If you need some practice, come by Southwind Clays and Quail on the Quitman Highway just past the river headed towards Quitman. With a top-notch clubhouse, a 5-stand, sporting clays range, as well as a rifle and pistol range, Southwind has what you need to succeed. World-class quail hunting is also available with some of the finest bird dogs around.
Dad sure shoots a lot.
Yeah, if he keeps this up, Mom's going to be mad.
Why is that?
Because he's spending all Mom's shopping money on shotgun shells.
Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has been serving South Georgia and North Florida for over 3 decades. With 9 locations in the South, Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a full-line distributor for all welding and industrial supplies. The Jones mission is to provide quality products at a competitive price in order to supply the best service available. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has built a reputation for good, honest, old-fashioned service. For a location near you, visit www.joneswelding.com. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a proud supporter of the Good Outdoors. Val Optics on Patterson Street in Valdosta, Georgia has been providing 1-hour service for 25 years. From eyeglass repair to eye exams conducted by one of 2 on-site optometrists, Val Optics is there for all of your eyesight concerns. There is no need for an appointment, and most insurances are accepted. Val Optics also accepts outside prescriptions. So if you need eyeglass repair or an eye exam, stop by Val Optics at 601 North Patterson Street, Valdosta, Georgia. 25 years in business says it all.
Brigman and Brigman Cabinets in Hayhira, Georgia specializes in custom-built cabinets. You can come in and sit down with our staff and start from scratch to develop the perfect cabinet layout, or bring in your plans and start there. From design to installation, Brigman and Brigman can help you every step of the way. Estimates are always free, and your satisfaction is our goal. Whether it's a remodel, a spec house, or your custom-built dream home, give Brigman and Brigman Cabinets in Hayhira a call at 229-794-2108 to set up an appointment.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie.
Hey, welcome back to the Good Outdoors. This segment here is brought to you by Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail. Let me tell you, I'm excited about this Saturday, going out there and participating in this this Children's Advocacy Center shoot and doing all that we do out there. John Peak, they put on a great time out there, man, and it's great to be there. It's going to be a little cool, but we'll have fun with it anyway. Today we're going to do the weather brought to you by Power Sports South, and it's 50 degrees outside right now. Today's high is 70, low tonight of 42. Tomorrow's high is 68, and tomorrow night's low is 37. It's getting cool. It's got a pretty weekend coming up that's going to be real cool out there Saturday. 36 for a low and 59 for a high, but we're going to have a good time, and got some wind, 8 miles an hour today, 14 tomorrow, and 8 miles an hour for Saturday. We've got a T3 tip of the day to do, and Al, I want to ask if you can do the T3 tip of the day on something to do with turkey hunting, and you choose what you want. Just give us a generalized tip if you don't mind.
Sure. Stop by and see Judd and his folks, and basically take a look at what he has as far as ammunition and choke tubes, even shotguns for that matter. But as we were talking earlier in the program, the best thing you can do is get a really good choke and the right brand and size shot that matches it. And that's what they're there for, to help you out.
That's right. So go buy T3. And you've got to pattern your shotgun, like he's saying, so you can go by there and look at everything they have to offer, man. It's unbelievable. T3 Outdoors got it going on. You get your one sauce there, your DDC, Deacon's Deep Clean.
That's correct.
Get it there. Al, I've had a good time today. I think we might have time for one more question. If you want to do one more question here. Wait a minute, you want to do a giveaway? You want to give away another bottle of one sauce? It's your sauce. I'll give it away all day long.
Okay, we'll do it.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's make it interesting. Let's make this. Yeah, let's make it interesting. Let's do this. Let's do another bottle of one sauce and one more Good Outdoors T-shirt to be picked. The T-shirt can be picked up tomorrow, and the one sauce can be picked up anytime today or the rest of the week at T3 Outdoors. So,
right.
One more question for the callers out there. First caller to get this right. Are we going to make it a true false, or what are we going to do?
No, this is going to cause you people to think just a little bit.
Let's make them think.
Yeah, make them think.
All right. You should target the mature gobblers for harvest. However, they may not have the longest beard. How do you identify them?
Good question. Has anybody out there got an answer? If you do, 229-253-0995. Good morning. You on the Good Outdoors?
Spurs.
Spurs, he says.
That's partially correct.
Partially correct.
But we'll go ahead and give it to you.
All right, so you identify them with the spurs.
Yeah, if you've got good eyesight, you might be able to see the length of the spurs. But the best way to identify the mature boss bird, as we call him, is he's the one doing the strutting. The immature birds, we call them lieutenants. They'll be surrounding him a lot of times, 2 or 3 of them. But the boss bird will be the one that's puffed up the most and doing the most strutting, because they establish a pecking order, and the younger birds have a tendency not to bow up as much as the boss bird. So, right. but we'll make sure you get that bottle of sauce.
Yeah, who we got on the line?
Alan.
Alan who?
Ellis.
Alan Ellis.
Yes, sir.
All right. What size shirt you wear?
Large.
Large. All right. You know where Black Crow Studios is?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can pick it up tomorrow, but you can go by T3 Outdoors on Perimeter and pick up your one sauce anytime you want to, man. I know you're coming.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, brother. We appreciate it. That's a pretty good question. You know, I was actually sitting here thinking about the answers to that. I thought about Spurs, but I thought about not seeing him. And, you know, a lot of times, most of the time, you can tell by the gobble. The length of the gobble, the deepness of the, or whatever you want to call it, of the gobble. A lot of times you can tell that way.
Yes and no.
Yeah, yes and no.
Yes and no.
That's why I said a lot of times, so I ain't getting shocked again. We got a call coming in. Let's take it. Good morning, caller. You on the air?
Hey, guys. It's Chad again. Please don't shock me.
Come on. You up here? Are you here? You got to get yours, man.
I'll let you have it for me.
No. What's going on, man?
Oh, nothing. I just got back to work. Like I said, I tested for promotion. Good to go there. And
good.
Been fishing a little bit, not much. Our event for this weekend on Seminole was canceled due to the high flood conditions over there on the Flint.
Imagine that. Imagine that. A little fresh water and they got to cancel.
Yeah, so, and then we got about 16 turkeys right across the street from the house, and every day my wife takes the kids to school, she wants to stop and shoot them. She wants to carry a shotgun in the truck now.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Hey, that's good, man. We need to get her in the outdoors. Hey, I need to give you a call this evening. There's something I might need your help with that I'm putting together, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, give me a call. Please feel free. But obviously, I'm not a big turkey, very smart turkey guy, since I couldn't even get that question right.
Oh, man. Well, Al has a way of throwing some trick questions out there, as obviously you've seen with me this morning. But I do have a lot to learn, too.
All in fun.
All in fun, man. We appreciate you.
Matter of fact, while I was on leave studying, one morning all the turkeys were out there in the field, and I grabbed my slate call with a little acrylic tip, and I started calling them, and Katie goes, Chad, they're going the other way. I said, I guess I'm not very good at it.
I hear you, man.
You have to sweet talk them.
Yeah.
You have to you have to sweet talk them. That is true.
But yeah, just give me a call this evening. I'll be at the house. I get off work at 6 today. We're working some long hours, but just any time after 6, I reckon.
All right, buddy. I appreciate that.
So, all right, y'all take care. Have a good day.
All right, man.
Good day.
Thanks.
Yeah, he's I'm gonna get him to help me out with something I got up my sleeve. I'm planning, man. But yeah, I've learned a lot again this morning, Al. I sure have, and I appreciate you coming in and you looking at your paper like you want to shock me again.
I've got some more questions.
We got another call though.
All right.
Good morning, caller. You on the Good Outdoors?
You were saved by the call.
I was gonna call to let you guys know. I don't know a whole lot about turkey shooting, so y'all gonna have to start asking some easier questions.
Okay. Well, he did ease it up a little bit on a couple of them, on the true false one. That was turkey hunting. But hey, we appreciate you trying and appreciate you listening.
Alrighty, I just wanted to let you know I like to fish, so if y'all got any questions on that, next time I'll have to call in and answer some questions.
All right, we can do some fishing next week. How about that?
Alrighty.
All right, thank you for calling.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks for calling.
Okay, I think we got one more question here. Go ahead and fire it out there, Al.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
With respect to use of decoys.
Oh, boy.
A hen is normally good, but an additional Jake decoy is better.
A hen is normally good, but an additional Jake decoy is better?
True, false?
Keyword
additional.
Additional Jake decoy.
Right.
You talking about
and a Jake decoy, or multiple hens?
I would say true.
Yes,
because I mean I've used it.
I didn't want to shock you again.
Well, I did. I'm glad. No, I was sitting here saying that the whole time, but I was thinking, oh my God, he's tricking me again. But no, I mean normally I love to use a Jake when I'm doing it.
Right.
Because especially if that turkey, when he gets that full blown gobbler, when he gets in eyesight and sees that Jake up there around them hens,
right.
I have seen them just come in at a tearing run before. So
I know when Primos first come out with their big strutting turkey and big fan and whatever, and you take a real fan and put in it, and boy, we a group of us hunt together a lot of times, and we thought that was going to be the ticket.
Mm-hmm.
we called a group of gobblers in. I think there were 3 of them, and they were coming in on a string, and I was set back calling and videoing, as a matter of fact, and had them spread out, and it was hilarious. Those turkeys come over a slight rise. They saw that bad boy up there in a strut, and they did a 180 and gone immediately. So since that time, I've used it very, very seldom. But in any situation, a decoy can work, and it may not work. But the reason I like the Jake is because we were talking earlier about making the Jake yelp and the Jake sound.
Right.
It's instinct for turkeys to fight. And when that gobbler comes in, he is possessive. Those are his hens.
That's right.
So he sees that Jake decoy, and his mind shifts gears.
Yes, it does.
Whoop. You know what?
I agree.
55-gallon barrel full.
55-gallon drum full. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming back in this morning. I mean, next time you come, you can leave out Shocker at the daggum house, but I appreciate you coming in. And
I enjoyed it.
You've taught me a lot. I guarantee you've taught the listeners a lot out there. I have a question about the one saw, since you know about it. Is it gluten-free?
Yes.
It is gluten-free.
It is gluten-free with respects of the ingredients.
Okay.
There are no gluten products or ingredients used in the formula.
Okay.
The key is we don't use any of those products in there. There could possibly be residue or whatever, but it would be so minute.
Okay. There you go, Chad. Appreciate you asking that question, man. Have had a good time today, Al. Appreciate you coming in, and we'll get you back before turkey season starts again and go over a little bit more. But you can leave that Shocker at the house this time. All right. Hey, man, have a good time. I'm ready to get in the good outdoors. Y'all have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow. And by the way, toodles.
You've been listening to The Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie. Join us every weekday at 4:30 when we'll do it again.